to my YouTube channel. Like, I can't believe the words that are actually coming out of my mouth. I am so excited right now. Welcome for those of you who are here for the first time and new subscribers. I'm so excited to meet you and be joining you in this YouTube space, in this YouTube world. My name is Christy Russell. I am a Chicago-based content creator. I do fashion, lifestyle, travel, all from an everyday woman's perspective. So this is my introductory video. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me, what you can expect to find here in my space, and why I decided to come on YouTube, how long I've been doing my content creation journey, and yeah, and why you should subscribe. Bit about me. I have actually been blogging and creating content since about 2015, but I wasn't serious about it. It was just a hobby, it was a pastime. I've always just had a particular way that I loved putting outfits together. As you can tell, I love colorful outfits and clothes and shoes and bags and purses and accessories, and people were always telling me, and this was a time when blogging was just kind of becoming really popular. Social media wasn't as popular, but having a blog and having a website. And so I created a blog and just was posting about my outfits and where I shopped for my outfits and how I put them all together. And I was doing that in addition to my full-time job. So my career and educational background is actually in higher education. I have a Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology, a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice, a Master's in Social Work, and culminating in my doctorate in Human Development and Family Studies. So my universities were The Ohio State University and Georgia State University. So that's where I got my education, and my career was really in higher education. I've always only worked at institutions of higher education. So colleges, various colleges, high-ranking colleges and institutions. And I've done administrative work. I've taught on a collegiate level, developed courses, developed programming, and have been doing that for about 15 to 20 years, all while dressed fabulously, of course. I decided to make the transition into being a full-time content creator, and how all of this came about, how I bridged being a higher education administrator to now being a full-time content creator. So here I was on Instagram just posting my outfits of the day, what I wore to work, different type of things like that. But always at work, I was always that one who was more dressed up than everybody else. I was always more colorful. My outfits were definitely professional, but brightly colored and well put together. And I always got a lot of backlash about that, all the negative comments, and whenever I would change my hair, just all of that negative all those negative vibes and the negative things that were said to me just really had an impact on me, because I was forced to really just kind of fit into a box to make other people comfortable. I had to shrink myself to make other people comfortable. In 2019, all of that changed. So there I was with my full-time job, with my husband and children, and blogging on the side and gaining traction and doing well. Enter 2019, the year that changed my life. In 2019, November of 2019 to be specific, I was diagnosed with stage 3 metastatic breast cancer. And that completely just turned my life upside down. It changed everything for me. And when I say everything, it changed everything. And I decided to share my journey with my followers, share my treatments, to share as much as I could of what it was like and what I was going through, and how I was bound and determined that I was not going to let breast cancer define me. It still makes me a little emotional to think about it, because it was just a very pivotal, very defining moment in my life. And then as I was going through my chemo, breast cancer, my treatments, all the surgeries, simultaneously, we were in a global pandemic. So the world was literally shut down. So none of my friends could really come to visit me. My family, my mother, my sister, my siblings could not come and visit me. My best friends couldn't come to visit me. My husband and daughters really couldn't be in my treatments with me. My husband had to drop me off, and I had to really go through all of this by myself. But like I said, I was determined that I was not going to let breast cancer define me. And thanks be to God and my faith in God and the prayers and encouragement and strength of friends and family, I made it through and I'm a survivor today. And whew, in the midst of all that, breast cancer, chemotherapy, cancer treatments, global pandemic. I'm blogging about all this. I'm sharing all this on my social media pages, gaining traction. At the time, I was about at almost 12,000 followers. May 2021, my account was hacked, and I had to start all over again from zero. Start completely from scratch. Had to just kind of redefine and redo everything that I had built and worked so hard to do. I was devastated. But again, it was something else that came to try and knock me down. And I'm a fighter. I just was determined that I was not going to let, if I didn't let cancer beat me, I wasn't going to let some weird hacker in some country beat me either and just ruin everything that I had built. That wasn't going to happen. Like with everything else that came up in my life that was a hardship, I just decided, as painful and as difficult as it was, I was going to start from scratch. So May 2021, I started from scratch. I kind of reinvented myself in terms of my social media presence and who I was, and rebranded myself, and talking to my husband and just kind of looking at our life, made the decision that I was going to go for it full time. I had just gotten to a place in my career where it just seemed like a good time to do it. With everything that had gone on through the pandemic and my job, my contract had ended. So I had to make the decision whether to continue in higher ed or follow this passion and this dream, even with my account being hacked. And here we are today in 2024. Like I said, thank God I am cancer free. I had my last treatments, last surgery. I was medically cleared in January of, actually February of 2021. Moved from Nashville to Chicago in May of 2021. And now, almost 3 years later, God has just been so good, and here we are. I have over 150,000 followers on Instagram, over 50,000 on TikTok. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Threads, and now here I am on YouTube. Whew. So on my page, I'm going to talk about fashion, of course. Brightly colored fashions, economical, affordable fashions, and just how to put things together to make you feel empowered, to make you feel beautiful, so that you can show up as your best self. Living colorfully, living authentically, reclaiming your power when life tries to knock you down. Those are the type of things, and you might not imagine that just putting on clothes can help you do that, but I'm telling you, I'm a firm believer that it's not in how much money you spend, but it's in who you are as a person and how you show up to the world every day. That's what we're going to be talking about on this page. I'm going to talk about what it's like to mother two daughters. I have two daughters, a 16-year-old and a 23-year-old. I've been married for almost 30 years this year. Very excited to be in this space. I'm excited to be here because this is, I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I'm so excited. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you for being here, for watching, for subscribing in advance, and just bear with me. Be patient. I'm learning all the ins and outs of the YouTube world, so if I don't get everything right, don't come at me. Just be patient with me, right? Talk to me in the comments. I love to read your comments and respond to people, and I do try my best. Follow me on all my other platforms as well, but let's talk, let's connect, let's chat. I want this to be a space where you are encouraged, where you're lifted up, where you're motivated, and we're going to be talking about fashion, travel, and lifestyle, all from Christy's view. Bye-bye. See you next time.